What is going on, everyone? Happy Sunday. Hope all of you are having a wonderful day. Today we're going to go ahead and be talking about Pepe 2.0 and Grok pumping. So make sure to go ahead and smash this like button if you are now tuning in onto the live stream. And as always, go ahead and smash the subscribe button. We have been killing it, and we are literally only 200 watch hours away from being fully monetized. I think we could definitely go ahead and achieve that within the next 2 weeks. So definitely go ahead and smash that like button and share for me. That is one of the best ways to go ahead and help support the channel. Since I lost the $20,000 on Grok, you can't make it up. So let me go ahead and make sure we are officially live. Give me about 1 second. Welcome everybody tuning in. We're going to go ahead and do a quick little update. I know we already went live earlier today, but thought I went ahead and talked about a few things that I thought we should go ahead and talk about. I am actually going to go ahead and be heading back home tomorrow, so I really don't know if I will be uploading tomorrow morning or not, or afternoon, depending on the time zone that many of you watch. So I thought, you know what, let me go ahead and go live today again, just in case I don't make it tomorrow, because tomorrow I will be heading back home. It's going to be quite a drive, so definitely really excited to go ahead and get back on the grind. So looking forward to that. Posted our link. We got our link up and running right now. Let me go ahead and pin that real quick. We got that. We're set. Let me just go ahead and head over to the live stream on my end. So it looks like the whole entire market's pumping right now. So it's looking really good. I mean, bonk over 58% for the day. We're seeing Bobo pumping. We're seeing Pepe 2.0 pumping. We're seeing Grok. So it looks like everything's pumping right now at the moment. So that's a really good sign. Hopefully we can go ahead and carry on with that bullish momentum with the coming up week. So that's something we definitely do need to go ahead and look forward to. So let's go ahead and do that. Give me 1 second. I'm still pulling out my phones. I do have a list of cryptos that I definitely want to go ahead and look over and look for some good entries altogether. Some that are actually going to be on my watch list in the next coming up days, the next coming up weeks for this bull run, if we have any kind of bull run coming up. So we're definitely going to go ahead and talk about that and possible some entry points. So let's go ahead and start off with Pepe 2.0. I don't know how many of you are going to go ahead and join me today. It is a little bit of an odd time zone, so go ahead and smash that like button for me if you are now tuning in live. We're going to go ahead and give it a couple more minutes before we do, officially go ahead and join in. Welcome. Smash that like button for me. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a few minutes, see who else we could go ahead and capture before I go ahead and start going into TA on Pepe 2.0, Grok, and all these other projects. So let's go ahead and hope we could go ahead and get a few more people in. And as always, go ahead and support the channel by using my MEXC link down below. $20,000 in sign-up bonuses. No KYC, and literally takes less than 3 seconds to go ahead and create an account. Welcome. Got a couple more viewers in here. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. Got some people tuning in. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. We have 6 viewers currently right now, only 4 likes. Go ahead and give me 2 more likes, please. Let's go ahead and hit it. Come on, we're 1 like away. We're at 5 likes now. 1 more like. So right now we are looking at crypto bubbles right now. Looks like overall market so-and-so, but as some of the projects that we just talked about, they are pumping massively, so that is a really good sign. So let's go ahead and see if we have anybody tuning in on chat. So we're gonna go ahead and get started to talk about Pepe 2.0. So I did mention the last couple of days that Pepe 2.0 was looking very bullish, and our main area we need to go ahead and focus on is at that 40 million market cap. I think hitting that 40 million market cap is a very psychological area to go ahead and focus on. Appreciate you. We are at 7 likes now. Thank you. I did mention that 40 million market cap is a very psychological area for us to go ahead and focus on. So in order for Pepe 2.0 to go ahead and hit above 100 million plus, we need to go ahead and break through and hold 40 million market cap really well. So far it's looking pretty good. I mean, up 14% in the last 2 hours. Let's go ahead and look deeply into the charts, but looking currently at 35.57 million market cap with 2.15 million of liquidity, 12.17 thousand holders, 890,000 in the 24-hour volume. Looking really good on the DEX tool. So let's go ahead and pull out the chart on trading view and see how everything's looking. What is up, Kevin? Shout out to Kevin. Appreciate you, bro. Hope you're having a good one, man. So let's go ahead and pull out Pepe 2.0 chart right here. 9 viewers. I see there's 9 viewers in the chat. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. Really do appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get Pepe 2.0 on the chart right here on the 15-minute chart. On the 15-minute chart, it does look like we are entering a level of resistance. So right now wouldn't be a good area to go ahead and jump in my opinion. Not financial advice, obviously, right? We could go ahead and break through this area of resistance and make this our new area of support. I kind of doubt it. I do think we are going to go ahead and get rejected, possibly retest the 7.9 or even possibly retest the 7.6 zone. So if you could go ahead and get an entry on Pepe 2.0 around this area right here, you should go ahead and be good. So we could go ahead and get ready for that next momentum to the leg up. But it does look like it is making some newer lower lows, and we could go ahead and continue to for Pepe 2.0 to take a temporary dip, possibly down to 7.6 zone. And that would be another loading up phase for a lot of whales and a lot of buyers. I want to go ahead and push this up to the next area of resistance. So definitely be a lookout on that on the 15-minute chart. Let's go ahead and check out the 30-minute chart. Same thing, printing newer low. So just be very, very careful if you want to enter a trade right now, especially if you are using a leverage, right? Because this little dump right here could go ahead and get you liquidated if you're not very careful. Let's look at the hourly chart. Hourly chart is looking good. For me personally, I always like to focus on the daily with the 4-hourly chart. I did mention one thing that I was really bullish on Pepe 2.0 is that it was forming this massive cup and handle pattern, and it looks like it's getting ready to pop off. So our next target area should go ahead and be around 15,397, which if we actually go ahead and measure that from here, we are looking at roughly at around 79% pump, which is not that massive, but if you are using leverage, that is freaking insane. 75% pump is freaking insane, so definitely be on the lookout for that. 4-hourly chart, let's go ahead and look at that real quick. And 4-hourly chart is approaching an area of resistance. So we actually did break the area of resistance at the 815, and I did mention as soon as we broke that, we were going to go ahead and retest these higher highs right here, which is at the 11 or the 10,824 zone. So we are approaching the next area. We should be expecting to break out possibly by tomorrow or in the next coming days. We could be approaching new higher highs, so definitely be on the lookout for that. It'd be a really good trade for many of you. Vernon, how's it going? How's it going, bro? Hey there, John. Hope you have been recuperating some of your losses, man. That Grok dump was brutal for you. Yeah, man, it was freaking insane. I mean, it turns out that the whole entire thing with Grok was actually some sort of exploit on the contract, and that's the reason why Grok actually dumped a lot. So I guess that makes me feel a little better knowing that it wasn't fully my fault, understanding that, you know, I mean, the breakout was there, everything made sense. I think I could have avoided all of that if I would have just had some sort of stop loss. So moving forward, I am going to go ahead and focus a little bit more on having my stop losses and all that, but I could have avoided it with a stop loss. But it was said that Grok was exploited, and that's the reason what actually caused, you know, that massive dump on Grok. So I mean, it is what it is. It's part of the game. You know, you win some, you lose some. Just got to go ahead and keep your head up and move forward. But yeah, I completely blew up all my freaking accounts right now, so I'm fully out right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and be waiting these next couple of days, see if I could go ahead and come up on some more money to go ahead and start trading again. But yeah, currently right now I'm completely fully liquidated on every position. I got liquidated yesterday on Pepe 2. Yeah, I got stopped out too. This is the reason why I don't like using stop losses when it comes to a lot of these meme tokens. I know a lot of people like, oh, John, you should have used a stop loss. But like the people that trade meme tokens, with leverage, understand that like stop losses are like the biggest failure when it comes to trading meme tokens with stop losses, right? Especially if you're using leverage, like you're destined to get wrecked if you have a stop loss on a meme token. So I actually got liquidated yesterday, but it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and be on to the next move. And as I mentioned, right now I'm in the zone right now to go ahead and get some more money to go ahead and start trading again. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But Pepe 2.0 is looking really solid in my opinion, and unfortunately on my end at least, Grok is pumping back up. So right now we are seeing actually a reversal on Grok. It looks like it was a massive buy and a dip opportunity, so we could go ahead and focusing to go ahead and play it at a little bit more of a safer bet, right? For Grok, if you want to go ahead and confirm this breakout, I would go ahead and wait for it to touch back up at the 909 area, and this would go ahead and confirm that this is a full-on reversal and it will be approaching higher highs. So definitely be on the lookout for Grok on that one, and that's on the daily. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 4-hourly chart real quick. Vernon says you should have put some aside just in case, but I get what happened. Everything pointed to a breakout that you would absolutely be banking, but it's just a good to have some in backup just in case. Yeah, 100%. I definitely agree with you, Vernon. I mean, looking back, I wish I would have at least like put, $10,000 on the side on my cold wallet, and I would have just saved that money. And if I would have blown $10,000, I would have been okay, right? But it is what it is. You have to go ahead and learn from mistakes. So definitely, I hope that this is definitely a learning lesson for me, and I learn from my mistakes, and I focus on what I should and what I shouldn't do moving forward. I think moving forward, I should have been a little bit more diversified as far as my positions, not having too much of a big position on a meme token. I mean, that position was a little bit over $14,000 plus. So moving forward, when it comes to meme tokens, I think focusing on having a smaller position, no more than $10,000, should be my main focus. And if I do have my account a little bit higher than that, putting some money to the side would definitely be the goal moving forward. But we live and we learn, and hopefully this is a lesson for me. But I do know that there's going to be a lot of opportunities moving forward. And most importantly, that's just part of the game, and it's actually pretty good that a lot of you get to go ahead and witness those wins and those losses, because everybody wants to be in the side when you're making money, but once you start losing money, no one wants to go ahead and go through that, right? And it's really, really difficult for many people to go through that. For me, it did kind of hit me. I mean, it's kind of hitting me now a little bit, but I mean, it is what it is. Luckily, the good thing that I do have is that I'm more than motivated, more than ever, to go ahead and make some more money. So I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited that the channel is getting monetized very soon. So, everything's aligning, and it looks like some sort of bull run season might be coming. So I know the money will go ahead and come back, and I will go ahead and make all that money back plus more, and hopefully with a better strategy moving forward, right? So definitely looking forward to that. But Grok does look like it's getting ready for a breakout. I mean, we are approaching a level of resistance around the 735. So as soon as you go ahead and get a breakout to the upside, that's definitely going to go ahead and confirm that this thing has fully reversed, and it is now back on an uptrend. So definitely you want to go ahead and see some sort of this movement right here to go ahead and confirm that we are in an uptrend. So, congratulations on all of those that have been making money on Pepe 2 and Grok. So congrats on that. Vernon says, I have full confidence in your ability to come back from this true glory. I'm excited for the day when you have enough money to finally be able to enjoy life to the fullest without the charge 24/7. Yeah, 100%, man. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you. I really do appreciate everybody's kind words. Like, you guys been nothing but supportive, and I think I couldn't ask for anything else. I get a lot of messages from a lot of you, reaching out to me, making sure I was okay. Like, I really do appreciate all of you. It really does mean a lot. Like, I have like the most support right now that I ever had in my life, and I appreciate that more than than the money and all this stuff, because I know the money's gonna come with it. But having people that are truly there for you, I think means a lot more for me than anything else, right? So I really want to go ahead and say I appreciate every one of you for being there for me, reaching out to me to make sure that I am okay. Trust me, I'm okay. It's part of the game. I'm okay. Trust me, I'm okay. I think this is definitely a motivator. I mean, I'm kind of the person, like, believe it or not, like, the kind of way that I work is that if I get wrecked, I like do the fucking best, like straight up, like I fucking kill it and I do the best. Like it's happened to me multiple times, like especially, when I'm in relationships, right? Let's say for example, and then we have like some sort of breakup, like I always do the fucking best. Like I always come out better, stronger in every area of my life. It's like every time I get this sort of like breakdown, whether it's like losing a job, losing a girlfriend, whatever the case is, it's like I always come back stronger. And it's kind of like more of a motivation for me. I don't know why, but that's just kind of the way I work. It's like once I've hit rock bottom, like I have nothing but motivation to go back up. And right now I kind of feel like I almost hit that stage again in my life where I'm like, fuck dude, I lost everything. But then again, as I mentioned, this account that I started was only with $120. Like I grew this account with $120. So realistically, if you kind of put it in a kind of a sort of thought, which maybe I shouldn't, I technically only lost $120 of my own name, right? Because the $20,000 was still on the exchange. I should have probably, taken the money out, at least $10,000, put it to the side, hide it into my cold wallet where I would forget it. Yeah, I should have done that. But like I said, it is what it is. It's part of the game. The good thing is that you actually get to go ahead and see the journey of like what it's like making money, and then what it's like losing the money, and what it's like going back on the grind, right? And right now I'm back on my grind mindset. Like right now I'm back to like go ahead and get back home, get back to uploading as much as possible. I've been really, really creative these last couple of days. I've been super, super motivated to go ahead and get back on the grind on like, working out, content creation, getting more creative when it comes to all of this and going all in on the channel even more, especially now that I'm very close to getting monetized, and that is all solely because of all of your guys' help. So I really do appreciate it. I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for any of you. So I do want to say I'm very, very thankful, and I'm more grateful for the support that I have now than I ever had in my life. Like I've never had this kind of support. I'm getting a whole bunch of support from every one of you, and for me that's more important than the money, right? I appreciate your guys' support a lot more than anything else. So thank you for all of that. Billy Blockchain, how's it going? Hey, shout out to Billy Blockchain, man. He actually started his crypto channel, so go ahead and check him out. We definitely will go ahead and collab very soon, as soon as I go ahead and get back in town. Vernon says, you are more than welcome. Bless you, man. I appreciate you, Vernon. Thank you, man. Billy Blockchain says, you got this, bro. Let's hope Pepe 2 and Macy's pump. Yeah, they for sure will go ahead and pump, man. Billy Blockchain says, let's work on a collab when you get back. Yeah, 100%, bro. We'll definitely go ahead and collab. Definitely looking forward to that as well. As I mentioned, I think there's a lot of positive things coming out on this market overall, and a lot of opportunities. So money to be made, there's plenty of opportunities. I know I'll go ahead and make money back. That's not a problem. Making money for me, I'm like a freaking pro at making money. That's like that's like the one thing that I'm freaking good at. You know what I mean? It's like I could get broken down so many freaking times and I come back fucking stronger than ever. And I could definitely go ahead and tell you that I'm going to come back stronger than fucking ever, and I'm here ready to dominate in this sector overall. I'm ready to dominate in my trading and become a way better trader. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and dial down a lot more. Definitely a humbling experience, right? But yeah, let's go ahead and look at these coins that I have in mind. I think BTC needs to have a cooldown period, to be honest. Yeah, BTC does need to have a cooldown period. The thing is that with BTC, we have Bitcoin dominance, which I always talk about. And typically when Bitcoin does cool down, then we have a lot of these meme tokens and a lot of these altcoins beginning to pump. And I do believe that we will be having that sort of movement. And that's usually when like meme coin season / altcoin season begins, is when a lot of these coins begin to cool down. But yeah, as I mentioned, we need a cooldown period. Typically, like what's going on right now in the markets, it's really volatile, where it's up and down. And as I always mention, I think I mentioned that today in today's video. I mentioned how during those moments, that's usually where most people like get wrecked. Kind of a private example of me, of how I got wrecked during that market. But I did mention that they say that typically when Bitcoin approaches a 70% dominance on Bitcoin, that's usually when altcoin season begins. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I've been hearing. And typically, what I've noticed that when Bitcoin dominance falls below 47%, this is when a lot of the meme coins begin to go ahead and pump, like meme coin season, right? Because during this time of age right here, back in 2021 and 2022, this is during the zone where a lot of these meme tokens were pumping around August. We actually didn't have that August pump, which is actually surprisingly, so we're actually delayed a couple months. We're already into November and we still haven't even approached that zone of the 47%. So possibly what might go ahead and happen is that we actually have Bitcoin shoot up to 70% Bitcoin dominance, and then 2024 of this coming up year, we might have Bitcoin dominance drop down below to 47%. And I think this is where meme coin season might be happening, where a lot of these freaking meme coins you have, that are going billions of millions of market cap through the roof. And that's possibly one thing that might be happening in 2024. So I do think that this is the start of some sort of bull run. I don't think this is going to be the complete bull run, but I do believe that this is the start of the bull run, and it is going to be leading on to 2024 and 2025. So this is kind of the reason why I'm not too worried about making money, because I know the money will go ahead and come back. And I could almost guarantee I'll probably make more than the money that I made these last couple of days for sure. Billy says it's pumping too much. I agree with you. Bitcoin is pumping a little too much, but see, the thing is with Bitcoin, what we need to go ahead and focus on is we actually need to see Bitcoin pump in order for the market to go ahead and be a little bit more bullish about how the whole entire sentiment's going. So in my opinion, it's actually a good sign. Let's go ahead and see. Not complaining though. Yeah, 100%. So let's go ahead and look at these tokens that I actually have on my list that I definitely do want to go ahead and check out all together. So let's go ahead and pull these out. So we're going to go ahead and start off with Link. Let's go ahead and start off with Link real quick. As I mentioned, moving forward, when I do go ahead and begin trading, I probably might go ahead and limit myself from trading a lot of these meme tokens, and I'm actually going to be focusing on these higher cap altcoins. So in the next coming days and the next coming weeks, definitely do expect me trading these higher cap altcoins moving forward as well, just because I do want to go ahead and start diversifying a little bit more when it comes to my risk. I think that's something I would have been, if I would have been able to do differently when I lost that $20,000. I think I would have minimized my risk a lot more if I was trading a little bit more on these higher altcoins. So definitely be on the lookout. Look, I know Link has been pumping like crazy. I mean, looking at the daily on Link, let's go ahead and see that real quick. Looking at Link, it looks like there's going to be some sort of possible cup and handle pattern. So it looks like right now it is forming that area of support. So as soon as we go ahead and get that confirmation that support has been met and we finally settle down, we could go ahead and be seeing an upside as soon as we break this 16.10 zone and hitting this area of resistance, which is really, really strong around the 19. Once we break through that, I do believe we could be seeing Link approach short-term, mid-term, all the way up to $39, which is about double where the price is at now. So Link definitely looks like a play. Be on the lookout for Link. We're going to go ahead and have Solana. I know Solana has been one of my favorite plays these last coming days, as well with anything Solana related on the meme token sector. So let's look at Solana, see how Solana is doing. I wonder if the spot's going to be a little different. Let's see if I can find perpetual futures. All right, here you go. Dude, Solana is a little scary, to be honest. Solana is a little freaking scary for me. Vernon says, can you check Myro? It's a new Solana dog coin. Yeah, 100%, man. Definitely go ahead and be on the lookout for that. Well, let me go ahead and check out Solana real quick, and then we'll go ahead and check out Myro. Glenn, how's it going, bro? Hope you're having a good one today, man. Glenn, great idea. The spreads and order books on the low cap coins can wreck you quickly. Yeah, 100%, man. And I think that's what I did really wrong. I think it's like my strategy was really good. I mean, the fact that I was able to turn, the $120 into $20,000 was a really good play. But I think looking back, if I would have, then moved that $20,000 and focus on playing on the higher altcoins, like, the Solanas, the Links and all this, I would have never gotten as wrecked as much, because with Grok, everything was looking perfectly. The only issue was obviously higher manipulation, the volume, as you said, with the spreads. and the fact that it actually got exploited. So like, dude, it's like, dude, I was there at the right time, at the right moment where everything fucking happened, and I got wrecked. I wasn't wrong on my TA. I was correct. The thing is that the contract got exploited, which is out of everybody's control, right? We also just heard that Yearn Finance actually got exploited as well, or got hacked, and their token was trading over $12,000 and literally tanked 40%, right? So this is kind of the problem that we have with DeFi that we really can't go ahead and prevent. But I was able to prevent all of this if I would have had some sort of stop loss, and I at least would have, told myself if it drops below this area, maybe go ahead and pull out. But that's what I didn't do, you know what I mean? And that's where I could go ahead and say, me personally, that's what I did wrong. Glenn says Kaz is a great trade once it starts to rip upward again. Yeah, 100%. I think Kaz is definitely going to be on my watch list as well. So let me go ahead and take a look at Solana real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at Myro, because Solana, if Myro is a Solana token, it's definitely going to go ahead and ride together on that volatility. So looking at Solana, as I mentioned, it's really, really scary to even freaking trade Solana. I don't know if I even feel comfortable holding on to Solana due to the fact that right now we are at very, very high levels at the moment, and we are on the RSI, we are above it. But usually when we approach these levels on the RSI, it does show that there's definitely some strength in the market and people are feeling really bullish. But when we're starting to trade up like this, it does kind of panic me when we see these massive pumps where it's literally a little bit over 200% in less than a month, or probably like about a month. So this movement to the upside kind of scares me. But if you zoom out on the daily, it does look like a potential cup and handle pattern will be forming as well. So as I mentioned, definitely go ahead and be on the lookout for some area of support to be found. Possibly if you go ahead and get lucky and find it around I think anywhere between 55, 54. If you get lucky down to the 50s, that'd be a good buying entry. Obviously the best one would be down to 39. I'm not sure if we'll see that. I mean, it definitely will be up in the narrative, as you can see with using our indicator right now. This is where a lot of the smart buying starts to begin. So I wouldn't be surprised if Solana does come down to 40. I think that'd be an amazing freaking entry to then ride this thing all the way up and possibly see Solana hit a little bit over. I think Solana could realistically go ahead and hit $160 short term. So Solana, I'm really, really bullish, and if Solana does hit these levels, that means a lot of these meme tokens inspired by Solana will go ahead and do the same. But let's go ahead and look at the 4 hourly and see if we see anything different besides the daily. The 4 hourly does look like some sort of head and shoulders pattern, so it does look like it will go ahead and be touching this 54 area. So be on the lookout. If you are looking to go ahead and enter a trade, just go ahead and hold on to that. Maybe put in a buy-in around this area right here. Obviously none of this is financial advice, but buying in right now at 59 to 54 is a huge difference, especially if you're using crazy leverage like I do, right? And talking about leverage, if you want to go ahead and support the channel, make sure to use my MEXC link down below. $20,000 in sign-up bonuses, no KYC, literally takes less than 3 seconds to create an account. So Solana is actually looking good, bullish in my opinion, long term. I'm super bullish on Solana. I've been super bullish on Solana. I've actually never liked Solana, and I still don't like Solana. I think it's a freaking overhyped project with, in my opinion, no real utility. But it doesn't matter what I want, what I think, right? It's all about what the market believes, and the market believes that this token should be worth over $300, and it's going to, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at Myro real quick. Vernon mentioned Myro. Let's see, Myro. I think these Solana meme tokens are like the best freaking tokens to trade, to be honest. Hey Vernon, can you go ahead and pass the smart contract on my Twitter, please, if you don't mind? I don't think this thing is gonna pop out. Okay, I think it might be this one right here. I think I found it. Okay, got it. Glenn says Kaz was easy mode for long positions. Yeah, 100%, bro. I have a buddy that's actually has been mining Kaz for I think a little bit over a year now, and he's been killing it on Kaz. And he's actually been telling me about Kaz for the last couple of months. He's been telling me how freaking bullish Kaz is. So I know he's cashing out on that. I think he put a couple grand right now. His positions are pretty freaking high on that. Moon Joker, how's it going, bro? Hope you're having a good one, bro. Long time no see. Pepe 2.0 might outperform Pepe. I think the same, 100%. Billy says, same levels I was talking about on X. Nice, 54 to 57. Peep my tweet. Yeah, definitely 54 to 57 would be a pretty good entry, in my opinion, on Solana. Moon Joker says, Pepe 2.0 Grok and XCOM. Let's go. Let's freaking go, bro. Moon Joker says, John, do wish me luck. I have an exam in 30 minutes for now. Damn, bro, you're freaking wild. Hey, good luck to Moon Joker. I know he's going to freaking kill it on that exam, bro. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Myro. So Myro's freaking in 19 million market cap, dude. I don't understand how these freaking Solana meme tokens are up so high, bro. Like, you can't make this shit up. Like, like all these other ETH projects, like freaking like struggle to even hit like the freaking market caps that Solana freaking like. This is the reason why I'm telling you, like, I might not like Solana, but obviously there's a huge community behind in order to go ahead and pump these tokens as high as they freaking go, dude. Like, you can't make this shit up. Like, look, it's at 20 million market cap. Like, I've never even heard of this token. Then again, maybe because I don't trade Solana freaking tokens, but it looks like this thing just launched back in November. It doesn't tell me right here where exactly it launched, but looking at this chart right here, it looks like it launched back on November 9th. And, you know, almost, what, 10 or 12 something days later, now it's like freaking up like crazy, man. That thing's crazy. See, when it comes to a lot of these tokens, it's really difficult to go ahead and do TA on. It's really, really difficult to do TA on projects like this. Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to do TA on this. I mean, obviously, I would go ahead and say, you know, just wait for it to go ahead and break down and find its area of support. But I mean, pretty much almost every chart just shows it just going up and up and up and up and up. And usually when you have those times, it's really, really difficult to go ahead and do some sort of TA. So Myro is looking solid. You know, the fact that it's a 20 million market cap, I think it possibly could go ahead and double. Seeing how all these Solana inspired freaking tokens or meme tokens pump, I think this is a possibility that, you know, anything Solana driven right now at the moment is going to go ahead and take advantage of that volatility and that liquidity and have everything freaking moon. I think it'd be really great as soon as we go ahead and get Myro listed into MEXC. This thing's going to be pumping up even higher. Yeah, dude, it looks like freaking Solana is going to be the move for this bull run. Never thought I would say that. Like, straight up, I've never thought Myro, or sorry, not Myro, Solana would have been the move this bull run. Tillery, how's it going, man? Long time no see. Shout out to Vegas Inu. How's it going, bro? Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, so overall, it looks like Solana plays are going to be the freaking play this bull run. And right now, moving forward too, I'm going to go ahead and be having a little bit of plays with a lot of these meme tokens, because obviously that's what this whole entire channel was really inspired to be, was like a meme coin / altcoin channel. And I've mostly been only talking about shit coins because, you know, that's where really the money's at. But right now, it looks like we are having some sort of altcoin mini season. And for that reason, we're going to go ahead and start talking a little bit more about the altcoins too as well, just to go ahead and grow out the channel as well, right? I can't forever be a meme coin channel, and I definitely do not want to be a meme coin channel for the rest of my time here on YouTube, right? Because for whatever reason, people just don't take meme coin channels serious. Not that I give a fuck, to be honest, but it does limit me when it comes to a lot of collaborations, because people see my channel like, oh, it's a shitcoin promoter, which I know more than freaking meme coins, right? I know more than freaking meme coins. So I definitely do want to go ahead and spread my knowledge there. So moving forward, I do definitely want to go ahead and start focusing a little bit more on these altcoins, and you are going to go ahead and see those changes to the channel. But obviously I'm always going to be, you know, meme coin driven #1. So this is the next one on my watch list right now, is Avalanche. There's a lot of hype with Avalanche, especially with Avalanche Gaming. So I think Avalanche is definitely a good play. Right now, it does look like this is a good zone to go ahead and possibly, actually not buy. This is actually a very strong area of resistance. So we're going to go ahead and see where it comes down in the next coming days. I don't think it'll come back to the $10. I could be wrong, but I'll definitely go ahead and have this one on your watch list. That's what I'm going to be doing. Looking at the 4-hourly, it looks like the buy-in's around $20. So if you could go ahead and get lucky and get $20, 21, obviously coming down to these levels of 13, you'd be the freaking luckiest person ever. But I don't think we could be approaching those areas unless this is some sort of, you know, head and shoulders pattern where it does go ahead and get rejected and we have some sort of market dump, which could be a possibility. And obviously, honestly, if we do have some sort of market dump, I think that'd be very, very bullish, because I do think, in my opinion, this market needs to calm down a bit in order for us to stop having these bipolar freaking sessions where one day is freaking pumping and then the next hour is dumping. It's like, dude, I'm freaking done with that bullshit. So Avalanche is on my watch list. Let's go ahead and say I didn't even do my price prediction on Avalanche. And as you can tell, a lot of these tokens are freaking trading. Their same pattern is a freaking cup and handle pattern. You can't make none of this shit up. So Avalanche, I do see it, you know, approaching $40, so about double where it's at right now, short term. You know, if we are really in some sort of bull run season, then we could go ahead and approach, you know, the levels of like $100 plus. I do think Avalanche would go ahead and definitely break through this area of resistance of $150 and above. If we are in some sort of bull run, I do believe that possibly Avalanche will go ahead and have an ETF themselves, pushing this price action up even higher. Let's go ahead and take a look at Matic. Let's read some comments real quick. Salami for the win is what Billy Blockchain says. Yeah, 100%, man. I think Solana is going to be freaking, it's going to be the one, it's going to be talked about a lot during this bull run. I guess fortunately, I fucking hate Solana tokens. I feel like Solana is just super overhyped, but as I mentioned, it is what it is, man. I'm chasing where the money's going, and if the money says that Solana is a play, I fucking love Solana. Yeah, Tillery says BTC is gonna hit 48,000. It's growing slowly, and I think people might be burning BTC too. Yeah, 100%, bro. I do think Bitcoin will go ahead and approach 48,000 and above. I mean, I've been literally saying this since October. I've been saying that, you know, I do believe that, you know, there's a high probability that Bitcoin could go ahead and approach $52,000 plus, and we could still be in some sort of like bearish market, you know. So I am really, really bullish with Bitcoin overall. Suave, how's it going, bro? My favorite YouTuber. I appreciate you, man. I really do appreciate you. Thanks for the love. Tillery says 21 million BTC. Glenn says I bought AVAX spot today. Nice, bro. Nice. It's like we're almost like synchronized together, right? We're like almost thinking alike. They say great minds think alike, man. Billy says, gotta head back into work. Have a good stream, homie. Take care, man. I'll definitely go ahead and see you tomorrow, hopefully, and we'll definitely be looking forward to that collaboration together. By the way, chat, go ahead and check out Billy Blockchain. He actually just started back uploading into crypto and stocks. It's more specifically trading options. So if that's something that you are interested in, definitely go ahead and check out his channel, Billy Blockchain. He's been a long-term friend of mine since the last bull run. We were actually running a crypto channel together, so it's pretty cool to see him back in the space and, you know, hopefully collaborating soon. Matic, looking at the daily, as always, you know, we do see this sort of double bottom pattern right here, and we also go ahead and see this some sort of cup and handle pattern forming as well. So as I mentioned, a lot of these tokens are going to have the same freaking breakout. You don't need to be a rocket scientist or whatever the case is to really understand a lot of these breakouts. Very, very simple if you go ahead and focus on just depending on the time frame you focus on, right? And it all comes down to being patient and understanding what you're looking at. I think a lot of these meme tokens and even altcoins will go ahead and have the same similar breakout pattern. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But it looks like Matic might be looking for some area of support right now around the 0.7725. We could go ahead and definitely see it fall down a bit, even possibly down to the zone right here. So I'll definitely go ahead and keep my eyes out on Matic. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 4 hourly real quick. Yeah, so looking at the 4 hourly right now, looks like it's finding some sort of area of support. So it could potentially even drop as low as 70 cents, as I mentioned. I'm not sure we're going to go ahead and break down there, but it does look even. It also does look like we are forming some sort of head and shoulders pattern. So potentially we could go ahead and break down to the 0.7, consolidate, break back down again, and again approach the $1.30, which is actually a really nice trade setup if you actually capture that. It's a little bit over 68%. So, you know, with leverage, I think you're not going to go ahead and turn, you know, $100 into freaking 60 or $100,000 right now on, you know, trading these sort of altcoins. I think because a lot of the traction has already kind of picked up, but you are going to be able to make safer safer trades and not lose and get wrecked like I got with Grok, where you fucking lose literally all your money and get liquidated because of volatility. It's not that crazy when it comes to these kind of tokens, right? And this is the reason why moving forward, I am going to be trading a little bit more of these tokens, especially if I do come across some money. I'll definitely go ahead and start trading more of the tokens that we're looking at. And these are actually the tokens that I have on my list, right? So far we have Link, Solana, Avalanche, Matic, and then the next one on my list is KASTA. So let's go ahead and look at KASTA right now. I didn't mention my long-term prediction on Matic, so let's go ahead and look at that real quick. I know Matic is, dude, having a lot of ecosystems built, so once we do break through this area of resistance around the dollar, which we actually touched already, or did we? Let's see. I think we roughly touched it. Yeah, so our highest has been 92 cents so far. So I think as soon as we do go ahead and break this this dollar area, we could go ahead and see approach the $1.57, which is not that bad of a trade. If we do go ahead and capture it from this bottom to this top, that's about 103%. So that's about a 1x with leverage. That's freaking insane. That's, you know, you could be trading with a $20 or $10,000 position and not get as wrecked as you and I were, right? Getting liquidated on a lot of these freaking positions on the meme tokens. So Matic's looking really good in my opinion. Let's go ahead and take a look at KASTA, and then I'm going to go ahead and read into more comments if there's anybody commenting right now. KASTA for the next trade. Okay, so far no more comments, but go ahead and feel free to go ahead and comment down below if you have any other questions to go ahead and talk about. As I mentioned, I will be heading out back in town tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I will be uploading tomorrow. I'll go ahead and try my best, but I do kind of have to go ahead and get all my bags cleaned up. Right now I'm cleaning up, right now I'm packing everything, and then tomorrow, as soon as I wake up, I have a meeting to take care of, and then I have to start packing up my stuff and to start heading back home. So not sure if you will see a live stream. This is the reason why I did a live stream today, but moving forward, you could potentially see, you know, 2 live streams a day, and hopefully 3 to 4 videos total a day. So that's going to be my goal. I'm definitely going to be back on the grind, especially after losing this money. I need to go ahead and get back on my mindset, and definitely need to go ahead and focus on growing the channel, because we are getting monetized, and I do think we're going to go ahead and hit that goal in the next 2 weeks. Tillery, smash that like button. Yeah, 100%, man. Vernon, thankfully I was too poor and inexperienced to get wrecked on Grok. Yeah, bro, 100%, man. Then that's kind of the problem, you know what I mean? It's like it kind of does hurt you a lot too if you're like very crunched on money. I mean, luckily, like, I mean, I don't have freaking a whole bunch of money, honestly. I'm just gonna have to slowly grow my bag unless I come across some money. Then that'd be a whole different story. But yeah, man, I'm kind of fucked. I'm not gonna say that I'm not fucked, but I am kind of fucked. The good thing is I still have income coming in, you know what I mean? I'm still making money, so this is kind of the reason why I always say, like, don't focus. Like, if you're looking to go ahead and become a trader full time, like, focus. I have some sort of job on the side. Luckily I have a job, so I still get paid, but you know, really where most of my money really comes in, and where I'm going to make the most money is from trading. Tillery says, smash that like button. Safe travels, bro. Appreciate you, man. You know, it's actually kind of funny, Tillery. I'm actually about, I think, an hour or 2 away from freaking Vegas E-News headquarters, man. From December to Marcus. I'm in Arizona right now, so that'd be definitely cool if we all get to meet up one of these days. Jimmy, how's it going, bro? I hope, brother. How's it going, man? I hope you're having a good one today. So let's go ahead and look at CAS. Dude, CAS is... This thing's going to the roof. I don't even know what to tell you. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I don't want to sit here and lie to you and tell you, like, where we could go ahead and find some sort of support. I mean, this thing has just been literally ripping. I wish I would have bought in around these zones right here. I had a buddy of mine that was telling me about CAS during those zones right here. And he's actually been mining CAS. And that's actually the reason why my goal was to go ahead and make this money quickly, was because I wanted to go ahead and buy some some KASTA miners, right? Because that's actually what he's doing. He's actually mining KASTA, and that's how he's making a freaking boatload of money on KASTA right now. And yeah, but dude, honestly, I can't even do TA on this shit. I'm not gonna go ahead and lie to you, but see, when tokens like this pump, dude, it's super difficult to know where the top or the bottom is. This is the reason why I hate when tokens pump like this, because it's so hard to predict where they're gonna go. Let's see if we can find a smaller time frame. Okay, that's a little better. So the 1 hourly, it says that right now this is some sort of buying zone, so it looks like it's going to continue to possibly just go up and up and up. Let's go ahead and see the 30-minute chart real quick. Okay, 30-minute chart does seem like it did hit. So it looks like when you're trading these tokens that are pumping like crazy, it's better for you to look into an entry in those smaller time frames, anywhere between the 30-minute into the 15-minute chart. So it looks like right now on KASTA, it looks like we have hit this area of resistance, which is around the 15 cents. And we could go ahead and potentially go down to 13. So if you could go ahead and capture KASTA around these zones from 13 down to 11. I'm not sure if 11 is going to be a zone. I think potentially, more than likely, anywhere between 12 to 12.22 will be a buying zone, and so we could go ahead and retest these zones again, and then hopefully find this area of support right here, because, you know, resistance becomes support, support becomes resistance, and then look into the 25 cents plus. I do think KASTA was probably going to go ahead and hit $1, man. Honestly, with all the hype KASTA was gaining. Apparently it's supposed to be like the Bitcoin, the solution to what Bitcoin has. I don't freaking know, honestly. But all I know is that I know KASTA is super, super bullish. And honestly, even that trade like that wouldn't be too crazy. Let's look at what a trade like that would look like. That'd be a 27% pump. But, you know, if you're trading with $10,000-$20,000 with, you know, 10x leverage, that's a nice little paycheck that day. So KASTA is looking good. Let's go ahead and take a look at TON, T-O-N. Where's TON at? Let's see. I don't even know what TON does, honestly. TON coin, I heard about it, but I don't even know what it does. TON looks like it's also doing some sort of cup and handle pattern, at least on the daily, so definitely be on the lookout to go ahead and capture it around these zones. Around 190 would be pretty good. Potentially we could go ahead and get it down to 165. I don't think you'll get it down to these zones. The only time we'll probably get a lot of these coins back to these zones right here, down where we could go ahead and expect a 40% dump. Yeah, 40 to 50% dump is if we have some sort of market correction, which honestly is what we need. I would like to see a 40 to 50% market correction in order for us to keep approaching these higher highs and have us leading to this next bull run, and, you know, seeing Bitcoin approach, you know, $58,000 and above. But honestly, I really don't know if we're going to go ahead and see some sort of correction. Maybe we see the correction after we pump 100 to 200%. So that's kind of the reason why it's super risky right now too. And this is the reason why moving forward, my trading strategy is going to be, you know, in and out of trade. I'm not going to go ahead and hold on to a trade that long unless I've entered a really good position. Tillery says, wow, John, how much would you have now roughly if Grok did what it was supposed to, meant to? If my position would have gone right on Grok, I would have made $59,000. So almost $60,000. And it wasn't even that far. It was probably like a 30% pump away from hitting. Probably like a 30 to barely 100% pump, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But it wasn't an outrageous percentage that I had obtained for Grok to profit me $59,000. So that's kind of the reason why I took that trade too, because I was like, the risk to reward of me possibly hitting $59,000, the odds are very high. But, you know, obviously when there's exploits, you can't predict when there's a contract is going to get exploited or some bullshit's going to happen with the team where everybody panics and then sells the token. Sorry, I'm getting water. But yeah, Vernon, if Grok would have played out for me, I would have made $59,000. Dab Master, how's it going, bro? What's good, brother? I'm doing pretty good, man. Not much. Having a little late night stream. I'm packing up to go ahead and get everything up and running, so I could go ahead and be heading back to LA. So definitely excited to go ahead and be heading back home. Tillery says, yes, that would be awesome, bro. We're gonna meet up in Vegas once we reach 1 million market cap. Nice, bro. Definitely 100 million market cap. Yeah, dude, 100%, man. I'll definitely be down to meet a lot of you in Vegas if you guys are down. Meet the whole entire Vegas in your team. That'd be pretty sick. Hey, it'd give me a good excuse to go to Vegas, because I haven't gone to Vegas. Actually, that's bullshit. I was gonna say, dude, I haven't gone to Vegas in forever, but that's cap. I went to Vegas back in March, and I stayed in Vegas like for a whole entire month too. So that's kind of the thing with me. It's like whenever I go travel somewhere, like I usually stay there for like more than 2 weeks. Like I'm not the type of person to go out to travel and like be there for like over the weekend or be there for like 2 days. It's like if I'm going to go ahead and travel and like go on vacation, dude, I'm gonna go ahead and stay out there for a freaking month. And last time I went in Vegas was back in March, and I stayed there for a whole entire month. And the only reason why I went to Vegas too back in March was because with one of the old companies that I used to work for, I used to sell AI technology to banks and institutions, and we had a trade show out in Vegas, so that was kind of my excuse to go to Vegas. And I went to Vegas with a buddy as well. We went together. I went ahead and did my networking event and my trade show, and then after the company flew us out there, and we were supposed to be there for 2 to 3 days, I believe. And after that, I ended up extending my flight and extending my stay, so I ended up staying an additional 2 weeks. So I almost stayed in Vegas for another month. That's usually what I do when I go travel. It's like, dude, if I'm gonna go travel somewhere or I'm gonna go to vacation, I'm staying there for a whole freaking month. Fuck the weekend, fuck 3 days. I'm staying there for a whole month. And Dan Master says, I love KASTA. Hold KASTA coin until 2025. This is first bull run. Line goes up and to the right with this one. Yeah, 100%, dude. I do think KASTA is going to definitely be one of the biggest ones in the bull run too. I think we might be approaching some sort of bull run, dude. I don't freaking know. Let me know, what do you guys think? Chat, what do you guys think? Do you guys think we are entering some sort of bull run season? Are we in a bull run? Is this a fake out? Is this like the biggest bull trap, or is this the biggest bear trap? Like, what the fuck? Because I'm really confused. It's giving me that euphoria right now of like the time where like the markets are pumping, but you kind of like want to deny it. And I'm kind of in that denial zone where I'm just like, I think we're in a bull run, but like I don't want to get my hopes up. But I think we might be in some sort of bull run season. Yeah, but ALTCOIN looks like some sort of breakout's happening too. I don't think you could trade this one on futures though. If you can't trade this one on futures, I'm not gonna go ahead and trade this. Yeah, it looks like you can't trade this on MEXC futures. You go ahead and put this on my list. TON, no futures. Futures trading. We could do spot trading on TON, but I have to look into what TON is. I don't even fucking know what TON is. Let's go ahead and look into the graph. And I also think, like, I was watching Alex Becker. I'm not sure if any of you watch Alex Becker. He's honestly one of my favorite crypto YouTubers, bro. Believe it or not. I know a lot of people hate on him, but to me personally, like, he's one of my freaking favorite like crypto YouTubers. And this guy like was talking about, like, I just got done watching one of his videos, which actually, inspired me and motivated me to actually start streaming right now. And he was talking about how he believes that, next bull run's definitely going to be one of the biggest narratives is going to be, gaming. And I really do totally agree with him. And it's something I definitely do want to go ahead and start talking a little bit more about, like the metaverse and all that. I do think that hype's going to come back. It looks like the graph also does not have futures trading. Go ahead and comment down any more tokens that you guys are bullish on. Let's go ahead and see what else. XDC. Let's see XDC. Okay, so it looks like no, XDC doesn't either. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, this is a list that one of my buddies gave me to go to, and be on the lookout for. And so far, TON, Graph, and XDC have no futures trading. So go ahead and write that down. Dadmaster says, I think we will have the bull run after the halving, but we are in a mini bull on anticipation of the Bitcoin ETF. Yeah, 100%, dude. And also, I think the US is having freaking elections this coming up year, no? I think we're having a lot of narratives right now at the moment that we need to focus on. Like, for example, we have the Bitcoin halving. We have the fact that a lot of these big corporations are now adopting to cryptocurrencies and blockchain, or actually implementing blockchain. I mean, look at freaking PayPal, dude. Like, fuck, that's insane. Like, PayPal implementing, cryptocurrencies, like, it's probably one of the best things. I mean, I don't really use PayPal. I think I'm actually banned from PayPal, dude. Like, PayPal's always been a freaking shitty service, especially if a lot of you have done like e-commerce in the past, or currently do e-commerce. You know how much of a fucking hassle it is dealing with PayPal. So, the fact that they now are implementing their own PayPal coin, maybe it's going to make their platform a lot better. But I know a lot of people fucking hate PayPal because of the fees they take, the wait for the money. Like, I remember when I had my e-commerce business, selling on eBay, I would have to wait sometimes months just to be able to take out my money. And most of my money was the money that I was making from profits, and all that was me flipping my own money back into buying more product, right? And with PayPal holding your funds and taking a high percentage fee, it just kind of fucked it up. Burnout says, John, got to go, man. Good night, buddy. Wish you the best. You will overcome your loss in no time. I appreciate you, Vernon. Shout out to Vernon, man. Good night, bro. Hope you have a good one, and I'll see you very soon, all right, man? Really do appreciate you tuning in today. Taylor says, I think next month is a good start. Yeah, 100%, man. I don't know. It's quite interesting. I do think if you actually go back to like how the bull run seasons have usually started, is that we typically have some sort of like bullish scenario, early August, October, which we actually had delayed on the month, and we actually started like mid-October, entering November, and then possibly December is usually when we have this sell-off leading into the beginning of the year. And early, January, February is when you start having this kind of bull run season. I remember, when I first actually got into crypto, now that I'm actually remembering and I'm thinking back, we had a lot of these bullish, we had a lot of these altcoins pump during February and March. And that's actually when I first got back into crypto. Back before the bull run season, and we actually saw a lot of these altcoins pump during the first quarter of the year. So we could potentially be having the same scenario where we have this, the first quarter of the year pump, and then we have like the third quarter of the year pump. That's what I think we might be having. Who knows? It's really, really difficult to go out and predict these markets. I mean, whoever fucking tells you they know where like cryptocurrencies or a lot of these freaking projects are going to be pumping by, within a day, within an exact time, like, they're full of shit. Crypto is so freaking difficult to predict, man. Like, the thing is too is that crypto is so influenced by the freaking US markets, which is total bullshit too. Like, anybody saying that like Bitcoins is a hedge against inflation is complete bullshit. Like, dude, it's like, open up your eyes, like, really, like, start questioning shit and stop going after what people think. But people think that fucking Bitcoin's a hedge against inflation. I call it total bullshit. I think Bitcoin is just one of those narratives that is definitely going to go ahead and open the eyes for a lot of companies and a lot of corporations, and specifically new investors. And it's going to be this new narrative of a digital currency being worldwide used, which will then eventually go ahead and diminish the US dollar. And then the Federal Reserve is going to have to come out with their own digital currency, which a lot of people say that we now do have, which is USDC. So, which honestly wouldn't fucking surprise me. So I really do think this whole entire Bitcoin cryptocurrency narrative, it's honestly just bullshit, and it's a whole entire new agenda that's being pushed into this whole entire digital age to go ahead and convert and make people feel more comfortable about this whole entire new digital currency era that we're going into. But I think that's really the agenda we're going into. I did mention that I do believe we need to see some sort of dollar collapse in order for Bitcoin to go ahead and do its thing. And we also need to go ahead and see the stock market collapse. So until we get to the moment where Bitcoin is no longer coupled with the the U.S. stock market and finally decouples from it, then yes, I'm more than glad to go ahead and say, you know what, Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation. But if Bitcoin moves with the fucking stock market, it is not a hedge against inflation. It's total bullshit. Whoever came up with that idea. And the thing is that a lot of people go along with it too, because a lot of people don't fucking know shit. They just go along with what their favorite freaking YouTuber or influencers fucking saying, and they just believe everything. Which I know a lot of you are not like that. So, I know a lot of you are very, very smart individuals, smarter than me. And, that's one of the biggest things that I like to go ahead and push and promote. It's, having your own free thought and free will, and just fucking question everything. Literally, you should question everything. Everything that you see, you should question. Like, why is this person pushing this for this reason? Why is this person talking about this token, right? Is this person involved with this token? You have to start asking a lot of these questions, or else you're going to go ahead and be the next exit liquidity. But I know a lot of you are very, very smart individuals, and that's not the case. But for all those that are tuning in, brand new, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. XLM is one of my other favorite trades, or not favorite trades, but one of my favorite tokens that I'm actually long-term bullish on. This actually kind of rides along with the hype of like XRP. I know XLM is making waves as well. It has to do with like the whole entire payment system and all this bullshit. So I do think long-term, XLM is definitely the play. I mean, looking back all the way from its previous all-time high, at least on the MEXC chart, we could go ahead and see that XLM actually approach 78 cents. I do believe we could go ahead and hit that again if we are entering some sort of, bull run season, as Tillery says, and a lot of you. But it does look like some sort of cup and handle pattern is forming. As I mentioned, I know I always talk about these patterns, but I'm telling you, you don't have to be fucking rocket scientists to predict a lot of these patterns and a lot of these breakouts. You just have to understand what you're looking at. And just be patient. It looks like it is forming some sort of cup and handle pattern. Strong resistance at around the 0.13, and in the other strong area of resistance at the 0.17. So if XLM could go ahead and break above these zones right here, we could go ahead and say safely that we could go ahead and see short-term pumps all the way up to 25 cents on XLM, which if you measure it from here to there, it's 121%. It's not life-changing if you're not using leverage. Like if you're just holding on to XLM, that might be the safer bet. I don't want to go ahead and promote leverage trading because you will go ahead and get wrecked. But if you are, feeling a little bit risky and you do want to go ahead and you do understand, leverage, the way it works, the risk reward, this pump right here to 25 cents might not be life-changing for the people that just bag hold, but for a trader, dude, freaking possibly 112%. It's fucking insane, especially if you're using, like 10, 20x leverage, which I wouldn't suggest no more than 20x leverage. And if you are looking to go ahead and use a platform for leverage trading, I'm obviously partnered with MEXC, and it does help support the channel. We are currently giving $20,000 in sign-up bonuses, no KYC, and literally takes less than 3 seconds to create an account, and it does help support the channel, especially now that I lost the $20,000, right? So every sign up does definitely go ahead and help out. But XLM is looking pretty bullish in my opinion. But we are at very critical areas of resistance. If you could go ahead and capture XLM at around 10 cents, which I think it's a high probability, I think this is going to be a really, really good buy-in zone right here around 10 cents. And then push it to the upside. But it does seem like there's a lot of liquidity grabs on XLM, so definitely be careful. As you see these giant wicks and stop losses and all that, people getting hammered. XLM for the play. Quant, let's go ahead and see if Quant is on the chart. So it looks like possibly Quant is not on the chart either. I'll go ahead and put that on my list. Quant, no futures. Right now I'm focusing on just trading these higher altcoins, making a list with them. So let's go ahead and see. We're gonna go ahead and check out if we could do flow. Let's see flow. Flow. What's up, Jose? How's it going, bro? How's it going? Hey, Jose, how's it going, man? Hope you're having a good one today. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Let's see. Flow. So we actually do have flow on futures. So that's a good sign. I like those. Okay, let's go ahead and look at flow. Let's see. I don't know what half of these tokens do, honestly. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, same thing with flow. Same shit. Cup and handle pattern. See where we could possibly see some sort of area support. Say ideally right here would be a nice area of support. So if you could go ahead and capture flow at around 62 cents, if you wait for that dump down, it would definitely be a good entry. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. These are tokens I am currently looking at to go ahead and enter. Entering the trade right here around 612, and if you could go ahead and get a breakout up to the $1, I think that's a high probability if we do go ahead and break above the strong area of resistance, which is around the 0.79, so 79 cents. That's about a 70% pump. As I mentioned, not life changing if you're just trading this or holding on to it, but if you're leverage trading this is freaking insane. You're talking about 134% pump. So a lot of these tokens that we're talking about, we're talking about 100% plus pumps with leverage. So and this the good thing about this is that you're not going to make the same fucking gains like you do with the Pepes and the Pepe 2.0s, but you will be minimizing your risk. And this is kind of the reason why I'm going to be having some sort of like diversified portfolio moving forward, where I trade the higher shit coins where, you know, I'm okay losing all the money, and then I'm trading the higher cap altcoins with not as big of volatility, meaning I won't get wrecked as bad, as opposed to freaking a lot of these shit coins that literally dump 60 to 80% in like literally minutes sometimes. So flow's looking actually pretty solid. Let's go ahead and look at Pancake. I like Pancake. That's one I've always been freaking bullish on. I think it might be Cake. Yeah, Cake. I'm sure they do have it on futures trading. I could almost guarantee you they do have futures. It's probably Cake. Let's see. Yeah, see, I told you. Let's go ahead and read some comments real quick. Black Ranger, how's it going, man? Long time no see. What's up, bro? Finally caught your live. How's it going, man? Hope you're having a good one. When is that collaboration going? Shout out to Black Ranger, by the way, chat. If all of you want to go ahead and check out Black Ranger, he actually started his channel, and he is actually creator of one of the tokens called Twerk Token, if you want to go ahead and check him out. So Black Ranger, yeah, dude, I'm glad to go ahead and see you on today's stream. I've been on vacation, man, these last couple weeks, so that's kind of the reason why I haven't been consistent with my uploading, but I will be heading back in town. I'm gonna be leaving tomorrow. I should be up and ready by Tuesday or Wednesday being the latest. I should be up and running, and finally, you know, back to my normal schedule where we're uploading. And it looks like a lot of you are actually here during this time, which right now where I'm at, it's 9:36 p.m. and I'm actually quite impressed. That I'm catching a lot of you. So it looks like you know, maybe it would be a good time for me to live stream during this time as well, to go ahead and capture a little bit more of you at the different time zones that you're in. So definitely looking forward to that too. So it looks like we are possibly more than likely going to be pushing to 2 live streams a day. So go ahead and smash that subscribe button if you are brand new to the channel, and smash that like button as well. So let's go ahead and look at Cake. The thing with Cake, and I actually want to go ahead and tell you, this is like, I don't want to say this is some freaking alpha, but this is actually some freaking alpha. The thing when it comes to like tokens such as Unibot or Uniswap, Unibot, PancakeSwap, all these freaking tokens, the good thing about these tokens is that when DeFi starts pumping, like we start getting a lot of these meme tokens into space pumping, a lot of these tokens begin to pump as well, especially these tokens that are in the they're ecosystem tokens, right? So these tokens could literally pump like crazy. Let's go ahead and see the all-time high on K, because I'm pretty sure it's more than $2. And when DeFi is pumping, when everybody's like creating new meme tokens are coming out, you want to be jumping into these tokens when there's some sort of like bullish bull run like we're kind of having right now, because these tokens pump like crazy. I mean, look at Cake. It went up all the way to $40. and currently right now it's at $2.50. It was actually $1.08 back on October 28th. Now it's at almost 3x. So we are definitely seeing some sort of like bull run coming in. I mean, even if you look at CoinMarketCap right here, we see that as soon as it actually broke around the this $3 mark, we actually saw this massive push to the upside. And it's actually quite funny because we actually approached $3 on PancakeSwap back on February. You know how we're talking about this sort of kind of like entering quarter one, we usually get this sort of massive pump where we have like altcoin season where a lot of these altcoins begin to pump. I'm wondering if we're delayed or we're ahead of it 3 months in advance, or who knows. But I'm wondering if we're going to still have that kind of pump in the beginning of the year. So as you could go ahead and see, like literally PancakeSwap was at 62 cents back in December and literally pumped all the way up to $40 on April. So this is where I'm kind of telling you, where we have this kind of like season, this altcoin season, where we begin from quarter one leading all the way to quarter three. I think what's one, actually that's full. Each quarter has 4 months, right? So this is whole entire thing is Q1, where we had this altcoin season begin, and it really took off around April of 2021. And this is literally where a lot of people will make money, is when we have this kind of altcoin season, meme coin season running up. So this is where why tokens such as Uniswap, Unibot, PancakeSwap are really good tokens, because these are ecosystem tokens, meaning that the utility behind them is that they're swapping their freaking meme tokens with, you know, BNB, and they're creating transaction fees and volume and all that, you know, then pushing this token to the upside. So this is more of a safer play. I like these kind of tokens, especially during this kind of season. So definitely have PancakeSwap on your watch list. I do think short term we could be approaching, you know, $10 and above. As I mentioned, depending on how much money you're playing around with, but if you're using leverage, this is freaking life-changing money in my opinion. These are really nice, safer trades than trading your fucking Groks and your Pepes. But, you know, realistically, the Groks and the Pepes is where you're going to be making it a killing. And that's kind of the reason why you're taking that risk, right? But if you're one of those people that, you know, are sitting pretty good on money, you have a pretty nice little portfolio set up, you have, you know, some tokens you want to go ahead and trade with, you know, $10,000 plus or $5,000 plus positions, you know, PancakeSwap is one of these, you know, especially all the tokens that we talked about. These are tokens that are not going to freaking dump 80% overnight, but they will go ahead and have those pumps as time goes on, right? And as I mentioned, I mean, literally back in November 1st, we were at, you know, freaking $1.33, and right now we're almost at $3, so almost like 2x from the time that, you know, it found its bottom. So it, you know, it might not be a lot to a lot of people. Really, oh dude, 2x is not freaking crazy money, but if you're leverage trading, a fucking 2x is crazy money. It's crazy money if you're trading with like $20,000-$30,000, right? Black Ranger says, let's collab after Thanksgiving, bro. Let's start off 2024 the right way. Yeah, let's do it, bro. Definitely reach out to me. I already have a collab set up with Billy Blockchain. He just started his channel. Black Ranger just started his channel too recently. So if any of you want to collaborate and start your channel or any of that, definitely go ahead and reach out to me at ALTCOIN John on Twitter. That is one of the best spots to go ahead and reach out to me. I haven't replied to any of my DMs, so I apologize. As I mentioned, I've been kind of just focusing today on getting everything set up and ready for me to go ahead and start heading back home. But you can go and reach out to me at ALTCOIN John, and I'll definitely go ahead and reach out to you. I do reach out to every one of you, so do have some messages pending, but trust me, I will go ahead and get back to all of you. And this is usually where I post a lot of my stuff, my behind the scenes, you know, shit I'm doing. And shout out to Natalie, by the way. This is her new Twitter page, Natalie Trade 7. Definitely been communicating with her. Let's see if we can go ahead and grab a little collaboration with her as well. Shout out to her. She's always shown love. So let's go ahead and look at a few tokens before I call it a day. So PancakeSwap is, as I mentioned, I think this is one of the bullish tokens, definitely worth buying into. I mean, the fucking chart looks shitty. It looks really trash. I'm not going to go ahead and sit here and lie to you. I mean, the chart looks super trash. But this is a kind of a token that I'd probably use. Like, I'd probably hold on to, man. Like, I'd probably, like, if I had the money, I'd probably put a couple grand onto this on leverage, probably like no more than 5x or 10x, and just let it ride up, because I know that if some sort of meme coin season is running, like, this thing could potentially, you know, shoot up as high as $10 plus, as we mentioned. So cake's definitely one for the play. Let's go ahead and see ADA. I know a lot of people hate on ADA Cardano. Let's go ahead and see how that's doing. I mean, a 15-minute chart looks like we were at definitely around a buy-in zone, 3804. We are approaching an area of resistance right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the daily. So the daily, same thing, you know, cup and handle pattern. I love trading these kind of breakouts. These breakouts are the freaking best. But definitely be on the lookout, because I've noticed that usually with a lot of these cup and handle patterns lately, what we've been having is that we have been having it hit the top, then we see it go down, we hit the top one more time, gets rejected one more time, and then after the third breakout, it's when it breaks up. So this is definitely a good way to make money on this end. Short the bottom or short the top, and then buy the bottom, and then, you know, short the top again, and then, you know, go full on throttle long on this right here to the breakout to the upside. So that's one thing that I've been actually noticing these last couple of times. So I wouldn't go all in right here. I mean, you kind of don't know ever. What I've been noticing is that typically it does touch the zone, you know, 2 times. It gets rejected once, it gets rejected twice. If it's still holding support, then it's definitely going to go ahead and break out on the third one. I don't want to say definitely, because it could actually get rejected and then break above it. But usually I've noticed that after 2, you know, attempts, usually the third attempt is when it does break to the upside. So definitely be on the lookout on that. And the third attempt could be either breaking to the downside or to the upside. So not 100% to the upside. But even on the RSI, it does show that kind of, you know, cup and handle pattern also approaching, and does show that the RSI is currently a little bit on the, actually went down a little bit on the overbought side, but it's coming back, which is definitely showing strength of Cardano. So Cardano actually looks like a pretty good setup if you were to go ahead and hold on to this. You could go ahead and see short-term 37% pump, which would mean Cardano heading to about 45 cents. That's like on the low end, right? You know, the high end, we're talking about Cardano approaching 60. So as I mentioned, a lot of these trade setups are actually leading to like a double percent pump, 72%, you know, 100%. So dude, this is easy freaking money. Like, you can't make any of this shit up. Let's go ahead and look at Illuvium. Illuvium would be a good one. I know Illuvium's, I always thought Illuvium was fucking overpriced, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I always thought it was an overpriced token. Let's see, Illuvium. I mean, Illuvium showing a cup and handle pattern on the 30-minute chart does look like a lot of buying areas around the 94 and potentially down to the 91. You will go ahead, if you could get lucky getting these areas right here back to the 85 and 79, I think that would be a really good sign. I really doubt it, as I mentioned, but it could be a possibility. Yeah, even on the 1 hourly, we're seeing this sort of head and shoulder or cup and handle pattern. So I do believe we even capture this thing down to 90, and then see a breakout to the upside, which could be a little bit over, you know, $100 plus, which is, you know, how we talked about this whole entire metaverse thing being the next narrative. So Illuvium's definitely a good one too as well. So that's pretty much on my end. I'm just going to go ahead and end the stream with the DXY and Bitcoin. So if you have any other questions, go ahead and feel free to comment down below before I do go ahead and end the stream. But let's go ahead and look at the DXY first real quick. We go ahead and start off with the DXY. Ooh, nice. Freaking DXY is doing exactly what we want. So the DXY is currently approaching down to the zone of 102. If we could even see the DXY approach down to the 101, is going to be fucking bullish for Bitcoin overall. But even honestly even looks like the DXY is creating some sort of cup and handle pattern on the freaking daily as well. So this thing could realistically reverse any moment now, and potentially if we could go ahead and see a breakout down to 102, we could go ahead and see it try to approach back to the 105 and hopefully get rejected like this, approaching back to the 102. So definitely do expect the markets pumping up these next coming days, especially if the DXY does approach down to the 101. I think that's going to be the most fucking bullish thing. Dude, this is fucking crazy. You can't make any of this up. Like, I remember talking about, the DXY approaching these areas right when we were back over here in October. So it feels fucking great knowing that the DXY is kind of following what we predicted, right? And this is why we always have the edge compared to other people, because most of these influencers don't really understand how the DXY even freaking moves, and what the DXY is needed to go ahead and do in order for cryptocurrencies to do its thing. But I mean, overall on the monthly, the DXY is getting freaking hammered, and if we could go ahead and break down this support right here around the 101, dude, I don't want to say I'm going to guarantee you, but there's going to be a high probability that we will be entering some sort of bull run season right here. Bull run season. If we could go ahead and break below 101 to 100, is going to be the most fucking bullish thing for the DXY. Obviously, if we do approach down to these zones that I once mentioned, the 89, the 80, and the 71 would be fucking amazing. I mean, my price target for the DXY to dump, you can still even see it. It's actually $90. That's my price target for the DXY. I never said when it will happen. I just said that eventually one day it will happen. And approaching $90 at DXY, I think would be the most fucking bullish thing that we need in this market. Going back on the monthly, you do see that I actually went as far on the DXY, going back to the freaking 1800s, where we had the Black Monday bank crisis, where we actually had the DXY approach the levels of 163, and then we had the dot-com bubble, which had the DXY approach the levels of $119, and then actually led to the 2000 crash, leading all the way down to the early 2000s, where we just literally had the dollar collapse all the way down to 72 freaking dollars. And that's what we need in this market, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. We need this market to get fucking wrecked. We need the dollar to collapse in order for cryptocurrencies to go up. We do need pain in the streets. Unfortunately, that's just the way reality is. Obviously, approaching levels like this of the DXY and seeing the DXY crash like that, obviously does mean a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. A lot of people are going to lose their homes. They're going to go ahead and get repos. I mean, we're already seeing car values drop down dramatically from when they were back in the pandemic levels. Like, now these dealers are having a difficulty on freaking even selling cars, which usually indicates that the economy is getting fucking weaker, regardless of what the Federal Reserve says. The Federal Reserve says that we're having the freaking the best unemployment numbers and all this bullshit. I don't even know, man. You don't even have to listen to these meetings. The FOMC meetings are almost pretty much useless. I only listen to them to see what kind of lie they're gonna tell us next. But literally, you don't even need to listen to them. All you gotta do is just look at the DXY, because even them, they even tell you straight up, we don't know what we're doing. And they've actually said that multiple times. So we definitely do need to see some sort of dollar collapse. It is going to be a lot of pain in the streets globally. That's one thing that a lot of people need to understand, that apparently the dollar is seen as like the global currency, but I do think that eventually that's going to come to an end. And I think that's the reason why cryptocurrencies are going to be a massive thing, because I heard something about BRICS coming out with their own digital blockchain currency, I believe, or they're going to be using their own currency to transact, and that's definitely going to fucking kill the US currency, because that's pretty much what the US currently has right now as their like leverage, that the US is like the most strongest currency ever, which in reality it really isn't. It's just an illusion created to make you think that the US dollar is really strong. But I mean, if you look at these levels that we're looking at right now, looking at the DXY, looking at the way inflation works and the way a lot of these things really work, you start to realize that a lot of this shit's just a total bullshit lie that they sell us in order for us to believe that this is really the way. But I mean, you're seeing the dollar collapse right now in front of our eyes, and we're seeing, you know, cryptocurrencies pump, and we're seeing the stock market pump. Like, you can't make any of this up. So, you know, obviously the politicians and, you know, everybody that's trading in the stock market, in the U.S. stock market, are making a fucking killing right now. So it's actually quite crazy. Black Ranger says, have a good night, bro. Good night, man. You have a good one. But yeah, it's freaking crazy. And right now, the thing is that I don't know if we're in a tech crisis. I don't know what kind of crisis we're in right now. I think we're in a tech crisis because we're seeing right now, like, the whole entire hype about AI. You know, once a lot of these jobs do go ahead and, you know, people begin to lose a lot more of these jobs, we're going to go ahead and go more into this, you know, society where, you know, AI begins to start taking over. Maybe, you know, AI being used in fast food restaurants. I mean, we're seeing already a lot on a lot of these, you know, fast food restaurants, or a lot of these, you know, places where they offer services where you can go ahead and do this all on your mobile without having to pay someone, right? So we're actually definitely seeing that, and I think this potentially could be a tech crisis. I mean, we saw the whole entire tech bubble just actually pop recently back in March, when, you know, you had Silicon Valley Bank freaking collapse, and fucking another 10 more banks collapse. Like, I don't know how many banks we've already had collapse this year alone, and people are still questioning whether we're in a freaking recession or not. It's like, if you're seeing bank runs and banks collapsing, like over 10 banks, like, that should tell you that we are in some sort of recession. When banks start to offer you over 2% on savings, is because they're running out of money. They need your money in order for them to keep up with this whole entire Ponzi that goes on, right? So it's quite obvious where it's heading towards. Obviously, it's not looking too good globally, but for us, since we are investing in this market, this is fucking looking amazing for us. You know, we're gonna go ahead and be, you know, cashing out, buying all these luxury goods that we want, you know, the cars, the houses, and all of that, while the market's literally collapsing. Because we understand what we're looking at. We understand, you know, what the DXY, how it moves. We understand how Bitcoin moves. You understand how the stock market moves. And this is kind of the hedge that we have compared to anybody else, right? We understand what we're looking at. We're not running around like headless chickens trying to figure out, you know, when Jupiter is going to align with the stars to figure out whether Bitcoin's going to pump or not, right? We're keeping it very, very simple. And it's just the DXY. Obviously, all of this could change. I think the DXY could go ahead and approach back to these zones at 120. I think even potentially 150. I think that's the possibility. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe this is where the dollar collapses and literally approaches down to the zones of 71. That's going to be freaking, you know, crazy blood in the streets. But that's going to be bullish for you and I, because that means, you know, cryptocurrency is going to pump. We're going to make a lot of money, and we're definitely going to go ahead and obtain, you know, the financial freedom that, you know, a lot of us are looking for, right? So it's looking pretty bullish. So definitely go ahead and keep your head up. Let's go ahead and see how this week starts. This is literally my goal for this video today was just to go ahead and see how the week starts. Obviously, we could go ahead and see some sort of market dump. I believe we should. I would feel more comfortable if we do go ahead and see a lot of these alts dump, you know, anywhere between 40 to 50%. I do think that's definitely going to go ahead and give us more room to the upside later down as time goes on. So I definitely would like to go ahead and see some sort of dump in the near future, but it doesn't mean it's necessary, right? This thing could literally just pump for the next 6 months and never retrace, and obviously that's not healthy, because then we just don't know when it's going to dump. But ideally, I would like to go ahead and see a dump. But a lot of these tokens that we just talked about are actually setting up for a cup and handle. So they're actually either now finding their support, or they're actually looking for their support for the next breakout to the upside. And even on the DXY, it looks like some sort of cup and handle pattern it's forming on this itself too. So, you know, obviously, if the DXY does go ahead and break through the 117, that, you know, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are definitely going to go ahead and take a hit. And this could be, you know, leading early on to 2025. So we don't know, 2024, 2025, who knows? But anyways, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button for me. It's completely free. And looking at the fear and greed currently right now, we'll go ahead and update in about 2 hours. But we are currently at 69. We are at greed. You know, once we start approaching the extreme greed, that's where we're definitely going to go ahead and have to be a little bit more aware of what's going on in the market. But as always, go ahead and support the channel by using my MEXC link down below. $20,000 in sign-up bonuses, no KYC, and literally takes less than 3 seconds to create an account. And I hope all of you have a great day, good night, good afternoon, and I'll go ahead and catch all of you tomorrow. Actually, maybe tomorrow. I'm not too sure, depending. But I am actually heading back home tomorrow, so not sure. But I'll go ahead and catch all of you soon. Take care. Bye.